McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Raritan's of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go, it looks like it's here right now, I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Raritan's of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Raritan's of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Versus Curtis High School girls lacrosse.
Woo! Big roaring applause there. Oh, are we? Oh, hi, everybody. Welcome. We have Steve Sawyer in the PA in the background. Good stuff here. Welcome to Glacier Peak High School here. It is STSPN's presentation of high school girls lacrosse. The Snohomish team, the home team against the Curtis Vikings. Tonight, the Snohomish team coming off a tough loss against Bainbridge Island at Bainbridge, but they are 5-1. They lost 7-9. Bainbridge, one of the tougher teams, perennial powerhouses in the state and out of the North Sound League. And the Curtis team coming up all the way from Tacoma out of the Peninsula Conference. They're coming off spring break, actually. They haven't played in a while. Could be a little rusty. And they are 3-2, coming off a win over Eastlake, 17-8. We are just about set for the draw. As you see the field, actually a decent night here. Supposed to get some sunshine. I'm a little bitter because I never saw it quite show up long enough today. But the weather holding out here. It's a good night for girls lacrosse. 25 minutes is on the board. We'll be back right after this with the draw.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our Friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
Jordan Hendricks, number 14, Mackenzie Smith.
Back here,
Number 2,
Steve Sawyer
Michaela Beck,
belting the
and number
PAs right
16,
now.
Bonnie Mayer.
What's that, Todd
And
Elving?
at your starting middies, we have number 26, Grace Collins. Number 6, Madison Perry.
Hopefully you
And
can hear
number 1,
Steve
Lila
Sawyer.
Roy. Madison Perry will take the draw. And for your starting defense, number 21, Dayton Bergen. Number 11, Mimi Miller. Number 22, Rebecca Pujol. Number 4, Sarah Curran. Number 43 in goal, Josie Cornett. And for your Snohomish High School girls lacrosse at attack, number 48, Emily Foley. Number 19, Erica Ellison. Number 76, Kat Carlson. Number 20, Megan Gillespie. And your starting middies, number 17, Allie Loberg. Number 22, Lexi Gonzalez. Number 1, Maddie Watkins. Lexi Gonzalez will be taking the draw. And your starting defense, number 98, Chloe Chambers. Number 32, Cecily Jones. Number 54, Lauren Lewis. And number 4, Ellie Stargar. And in the pipes tonight, your goalie, Shelby Sawyer.
All right, Steve Sawyer, the PA announcer, just ripping it. Those starting lineups. That is outstanding work. I like it. I know oh no, it's all right. I'm okay. He's offering me his paperwork, which I might take him up on shortly. Coming into tonight, Snohomish in the home white jerseys, Curtis in their dark unis tonight for the Snohomish girls lacrosse. The leading goal scorer is Lexi Gonzalez, number 22, who actually last year, I remember a couple years ago, was quite a defensive player, but she leads with 18 goals coming into tonight, 2 assists, 20 total points. She will be at the draw most likely. 22 draw controls on the season. A lot of great players here. Erica Ellison as well with 15 goals, and Emily Foley, the senior, with 12 goals. For Curtis, it really begins and ends with number 26, Grace Collins. She leads all scoring and many of the other statistical categories here. Number 26, Grace Collins, 26 goals coming into tonight, 3 assists, 18 ground balls, 44 draw controls with 13 caused turnovers, all from the midfield. So should be a decent one tonight. The Peninsula Conference and the North Sound Conference, as we are just about set here for lacrosse. Curtis, like I said, they're coming off a little bit of a break from spring break and a long haul here all the way from Tacoma up to Snohomish, especially during traffic on a Friday. No, I was just down in Tacoma on Wednesday night. Scott Oshman here with Todd Elvig, everybody else here in the booth at Glacier Peak High School as we're set here for the draw. Snohomish's head coach, Ruth Bonner, and Curtis head coach, Craig Wickstrom. Ruth Bonner.
Is she related?
No, different Bonner.
Oh, okay.
Second year.
I got all excited. I was like, oh, Bonner.
Head coach. Gonzalez in the draw circle there for the white Snohomish home team. As we're just about set. 25-minute halves here in girls high school lacrosse. And we're off, and the draw control is to Allie Loberg. Loberg, a 4-year, if not starter, a lot of varsity experience. There's a turnover right there, and it'll go first time for Curtis.
Now, this is where they freeze frame, right?
This is where they have to freeze on the whistle. As you see, Grace Collins there with the ball. Now she passes it off for Curtis in the black and blue uniforms. top here. No shot clock here in girls high school lacrosse. And next year, if there are a few of these kids who are going to play in college level, there's a 90-second possession. And looking in goal, Shelby Sawyer, the senior keeper for Snohomish there in between the pipes. Heading to Willamette next year. Nice pass inside. Curling. Collins shoots and scores. So Grace Collins starts it up.
Goal number 26.
1
Grace Collins.
goal to nothing so far on a nice pass right inside.
I apologize, I did
Not much the goalie could do there. Great assist.
Head coach for Curtis High School, Craig Wickstrom.
She's got 26 on the year. That is 27 for Grace Collins, number 26.
Kristen Dick, Kayla Petson, Andrew Coit, and our officials tonight, Mike Busey and Mari Busey.
Mike Busey and Mari Busey, our officials tonight. Mike, I know, has been doing this for a long time.
Is it brothers or father-son?
Wife and husband.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, nice job, Todd.
I didn't mean to.
You're going to get an email for that. Loberg on her second draw control for Snohomish. They got it back into the Curtis zone before, and we'll see if they can get something going here. Down 1-0, just the start of this first half. Inside low, there's a shot. Picked up by Curtis. A shot there by Emily Foley. And now back for Snohomish. Had it but dropped it, and there's a whistle. Erica Ellison, number 19, again, longtime starter here. It'll be Snohomish opportunity here. It looks like Ellison on the free position. Left hash. Rolls up, goes in, and it is a goal.
Goal number
Confirmed
19,
Josie Cornett, the
Ellison.
goalkeeper for Curtis. And the free position shot makes it all tied up at 1 with 22:56 left to go.
Hey, you know, you sound you're right. You sound good. Yeah,
You were worried I was a little tired or
yeah.
something?
Poor guy
Like,
comes in after work, and I'm like,
I came limping into this one. You think we're going to get a double overtime? Guess what? We're not, because they don't do that in high school girls lacrosse for regular season.
Well, we've had several double overtimes this week.
It has been a double overtime kind of feeling. No, but we got a good one so far. 1-1. And we'll see on the far side of the field.
How come my score didn't update?
Oh, are you hooked up to the machine this time?
I'm
And all of a
come
sudden,
on.
is there a rain squall? There is. As Curtis gets the ball back. Lilo Roy with it a little bit. And there's driving right into the 8 aggressively is Mackenzie Smith for Curtis. And she draws a whistle, and she'll set up on the 8-meter. Center hash right here. Trying to get one by Shelby Sawyer, the Snohomish goalie. Drives in, takes a bouncer wide. And Curtis will retain possession as on a shot, the closest player when it goes out of bounds gets the ball. Number 3, Jordan Hendricks there, takes it out. Tries to drive. Now gets it back up on the far side. They'll swing it back around, set up the offense. Pulling right, trying to finds an alley now. Good defense there by Snohomish, sliding. Once again, Mackenzie Smith, 14 in black there. The blue letters. Now just chilling back behind the X for Curtis, setting it up. Trying to see a driver, a great play by Shelby Sawyer to get the stick out and break it up. It's on the ball, far side, still loose. Curtis player gets it, falls down, picked up by Snohomish. Steiger gets it for Snohomish, but it's back in Curtis's sticks. There's a big send right out to the stop. Now they'll try and reset the offense. One more time, Snohomish had it. Couldn't quite get it out of their third. This year, girls high school state lacrosse. Here's a drive, a shot, and a save by Sawyer on the left side. But it's, again, picked up on the rebound back by Curtis and out front. Curtis attacking from the sides and up top. Here's one, another play. One goal already by Grace Collins, 26. That's Smith McKenzie with it. She finds a crease, but doesn't take the shot and back out. Lila Roy, number 1. There's Collins. 20 minutes left. Pass, ground ball opportunity, and picked up by Layla one more time. One left-hander comes, and it's saved by Sawyer. The stale Sawyer. Number 2 heading to the mighty Willamette Bearcats, D3 down in Salem. The clear in and out of Erica Ellison's stick, and it's called to Curtis on the far side of the fields. The rain comes down unbelievable. It has not rained at all today. I heard the mowers out everywhere. Of course, Todd, I never jumped on my mower.
Yeah, I needed to get on mine too.
Yeah. That is Carlson, 76 with the cause turnover there, but right back in the stick of Curtis. 1-1 tie here, 19 minutes to go in this first half. Smith, McKenzie testing the right side. Now she'll get it back down. Kayla Beck, number 2, also for Curtis. Curtis down there in the Peninsula Division. A lot of out-of-conference play, and we're just now going to get into main conference play heading towards the championship on May 17th.
Are we doing it again this year?
I believe so. I was told. I know somebody who has something to do with it. Mackenzie Smith puts it back outside. Curtis doing a good job just trying to hold possession. As there is Grace Collins, a lefty. There's a tough pass. McKenzie, though, she grabs it, gets back control, and it's testing this Snohomish defense. Does a good job there as they try to attack. As number 6, Madison Perry for Curtis, and they've held possession for a long time as Maddie Watkins won. She loses everything. She's got goggles down, and now here we have a whistle, but we'll see what we're going to get here.
Now,
Is there a call? Is there no call?
Now, why can't they just run through them?
Well, just depends how they run through. If the defensive player is actually moving with them. Okay, so now they are saying, we think that they're going to, because they had to stop play for an injury, she has to come off. So Maddie Watkins, number 1, comes out. Number 26, Lily Riojas, comes on in for Snohomish. Curtis taking the ball for most of this first part of the first half, and there's a whistle here as Mackenzie Smith drives for Curtis. And it's going to go back to Snohomish. There's an offensive call. But they are having problems catching and passing here. Are the home Snohomish team. Here comes. And that's a call there. Annie Mayer. The call's going to go against Snohomish and set up an 8-meter free position shot for Annie Mayer. Mayer with no goals on the season, but only in 3 games, and she shoots, and it's saved by Steele Sawyer once again, but it's rebounded and picked up one more time by Curtis. What? Ani what? Ani Mayer, excuse me, Ani Mayer. Thank you, Steve Sawyer. So Snohomish having a tough time just getting the possession here back into their attack as we're paused one more time.
No, what is this with the ball? Just oh, okay, she gets the ball.
There's a call, and now we're going to get going
it.
here. They do have a auto restart this year. They've put that to self restart in high school girls. It's new this year for high school. As the ball comes out of Chloe Chambers' stick, she was bringing it down 98 and white. It's going to stay though with Snohomish, and here comes Lexi. Lexi Gonzalez shoots and scores. Takes no time.
Number 22, Lexi Gonzalez.
And takes the lead for Snohomish 2-1.
You like that? We slow it down so you can really see it.
I like that, the replay. That's nifty.
It is nifty. You know, we just enjoy having your comments there, Scott.
Oh,
I don't know if we're going to have rumbling and bumbling tonight. But,
We might. You just never know. It's early still. 15:47 left in the first. Home team is up 2-1. Snohomish, they haven't had the ball much, but they have taken advantage when they did. And Lexi Gonzalez, she took it from close to midfield right down with a strong shot.
So it turns out that you can have the ball a lot, but if you don't score, you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's such a possession game, and right there, Grace Collins comes up with it for Curtis. Another draw control for Curtis, although Snohomish has done well so far. There's a call, offensive call, and Chloe Chambers, 98, gets it for Snohomish. Chambers, been out here, again, 4-year starter, loses it there for a second, but picks it back up. And Allie Loberg gets it back over to the far side. Ellison now will get it behind X. As they'll try and take some time, just get people loosened up, make sure, get some passes going, make sure everyone's comfortable.
Do they have a special term for what it's called when you're rocking that ball back and forth in the
They call it cradling.
cradling?
Yes. They call it cradling.
And if you don't cradle, if you don't go back and forth, then what happens?
Well, then it falls out. You can do that. You can run down the field without cradling at all if you have it stabilized. But, yeah, Lexi Gonzalez out front.
I'm just trying to learn.
Yes, no. So in high school, the same thing. The girls' pocket there of the stick there, the cross they call it. There's Loberg dodging left, trying to get an alley, can't find it. Nice slide by Curtis, back underneath to Lexi, broken up, and it comes up Curtis' ball. We'll describe more of the differences between these sticks and girls and boys here in a second. As there's a good defensive check right there. Allie Loberg comes up with it. 14 left to go in this first half. Snohomish up 2-1. And now they'll get and set offense here. As Maddie can't hand on it to a high pass, and Curtis comes up with it. There's Mackenzie Smith.
So that whole cradling thing and going back and forth. Now they is that why they have more tendency to drop it or what?
Yes, because again, it's a very shallow pocket for girls. It's much more difficult to actually retain possession as you're running and moving than it is in the boys. The boys have a very deep pocket. So you don't see that as much unless they just get checked. They get just whacked. There's a 50-50 ball down in the corner. Good hustle by both kids, and Curtis comes up with it. Steve Sawyer dying to do the color commentary. We should just get him. We should just get him. Why don't we just get him a headset? I mean, what are we doing here? You hear the docile tones of Steve Sawyer on our boys' games, but he's got other responsibilities here for the girls.
Oh, he could do both. He's
talented.
Yeah,
he is. He's. I don't know if he's 5-tool player like you are, but he's.
Well, he
close.
certainly wouldn't ask what cradling is.
No, he wouldn't. He's very familiar with all types of lacrosse, and there are many. As we talk about all the time, it's one of the rare games that has the same name for like 3 different games.
Well, how else am I supposed to learn?
Completely different. Exactly. We're here to educate.
That's right.
As Curtis hanging onto the ball, they're just going to play keep away here. And there's a pass. And nice defense. Good hustle there for Snohomish. And it's number 32. Look that up here as I go. I'll have to check here with our friends and see who that, because that's not on my roster. So, who's 32?
Cecily Jones.
Cecily Jones, fantastic. And Snohomish down on the offensive side. There he is, Cecily Jones. I do have it. I apologize. Back out front, Allie Loberg. Erica Ellison coming back from just a horrific knee injury, I think 2 years ago. To get inside, Maddie Watkins has it as a slow flag, a yellow slow whistle, so she'll get a shot at a free position from, should be center hash, I guess it's just left.
So we have no idea what they did wrong there?
Well, it was a defensive, probably on the body call, and Maddie Watkins puts it through down left corner.
Goal number 1.
And makes it a 3-1 game. Maddie, her 10th goal on the season.
Maddie Watkins, is that any relation?
Well, it's to David Watkins right here. Carrie Watkins. Older sister Maya Watkins playing beach volleyball for Boise State.
There you go.
Younger sister Maddie.
Always trying to put the families together when you don't have.
That's true. Well, we did that game the other night, and on the Everett team, there were like 14 Schaefers, 3. Did you remember that? You didn't probably pay attention. There were literally like 3 kids with Schaefer. Then there were Schaefers. As the draw, and Curtis comes up with it one more time, but the errant pass goes out of bounds, and that will be Snohomish ball.
And that's not the closest one to it.
That's very good. Very
the
good.
cue? Yeah.
Mad Dog Watkins.
I
and who
heard
let
it.
the
I
dogs
just,
out.
yeah, that's incredible.
Lexi Gonzalez there with it, and she'll get it back over to Erica Ellison. Ellison driving. Little draw on a dish. The draw on the dump there, and it causes, it looks like either a shooting space violation. Couldn't see that, but nonetheless, Lexi gets on the 8-meter for a free position shot.
Shooting space.
Shooting space, I'll describe that. And off the pipe it looked like. Bounces left, retained by Snohomish, back outside. Oh man, just missed that by a few inches or closer to make this a 4-1 game. Snohomish not getting a lot of attempts in time of possession, but Ellison's out front. Tries to go inside, ball down right in front of the circle. Still down, and Loberg comes up with it. Loberg, another senior, gets it to Ellison. Ellison, top shelf. Good pass there, assist by Loberg, and punch it through for Ellison. Erica, her 16th through the ghost post this season. And that'll be 4 goals to 1 for Snohomish. Girls games go halves, 1 half, 2 halves, 25 minutes in high school.
Now, are you going shooting space? Is that kind of like offsides in soccer?
No.
Oh.
Shooting space is the whole point of the game, is trying to as far as safety goes. So if you're inside that 8-meter arc and you are farther than a stick length away from your defender, it's basically so you can't just camp out and play zone in front of the goalie circle and hang out there without actually be defending a player within a stick length. So it's a safety rule as Lexi gets it, but it's taken away. Now Curtis coming quickly down the midfield. And good job by getting back on the fast break for Snohomish. Madison Perry there was wheeling down, and there's a whistle. And now we'll have another free position.
So help me with strategy now. Why wouldn't she just keep running straight or juke the person in front of her?
Well, because either the defender did a good job, and you get two people, they slide. The whole point, it is like basketball in that regard. Here's Grace Collins, and she puts it through. A little burner through there, and so she gets her second goal, and it is a second for Curtis tonight. Managing my paperwork back here, Todd. I know you're concerned.
Oh, well, you know, you always do a good job on your paperwork.
Yeah.
So
she wouldn't want, because, again, the defender did a good job kind of pulling in. You bring two people, you slide over to get in defensive position. So make that player actually have to hesitate or take another angle, go left, go right. It's very difficult to do with somebody running straight at you. So then she finds an open teammate, and that's the goal to shut it down. Boy, look over to our left off camera, and we have like 3 or 4 different cameras working tonight.
Did you say 8:31?
As the draw it there, and it's taken by Lexi, number 22, in white.
We'll correct it on the next one.
Barreling down. So fun to see Lexi again a few years ago. As another pass to Ellison. Ellison shoots, it's saved. The rebound is picked up by the Curtis goalie, Josie Cornett. And now on the clear. Madison.
Was that like checking there? You're not supposed to
Yes,
do
you
that?
can't. So you can, the cross in the sphere of the head, so you can't cross body and take your stick. It's not like the boys game the other night, which you really enjoyed them just wailing away. But these kids don't have pads on, helmets. It's a very different game. This, believe me, is still very physical. But the girls here in high school, same thing in college. They're just wearing goggles and, you know, mouth guards and stuff, but they don't have a lot of protection. So totally different game. It's much more of a finesse game, and like I said, the pocket is not very shallow, so much more of a higher, you know, as a guy with 2 daughters, I always like to say it's a much higher skilled game.
Well, it could possibly
It's
be.
just a different game than the boys.
Yeah.
It's completely different in a million different ways. The ball is the same. That's about it. The sticks are different, and the goals are the same.
Now, do the sticks have feathers on them?
They don't now. They used to. They could, I guess.
Well, I'm just looking at images, you know, online. And
Yes, no, because it's actually born out of a Native American game. I think it was, again, we'll have to go to Steve Sawyer, our staff historian here.
well, he's over there biting his tongue because he hears my questions. He's
Yes,
like,
and
"Are
he's
you
dying
kidding
to
me?"
answer him. I mean, if we could just patch him in, this would be a lot simpler.
It was named by Prince Desert.
And the ball in is Shelby Sawyer's
Save, stay on.
stick right there. Nicknamed Steele, named a long time ago. I don't even know what grade. Foley with it. Emily Foley. We saw her younger brother, Max Foley, playing here for Glacier Peak on Tuesday night. Number 9 there. Here's Maddie Watkins already with 1 goal. And now back behind. Big up there. Kat Carlson back there. What year is she now? The junior. Proud mama up here in the booth, as she should be. As Snohomish here just wheeling it around, trying to take some time. Up 4-2, 6:31 left to go in this first half. Snohomish having to travel, always one of the toughest places to play, Bainbridge Island, as pass kind of redirects there across the 8. Now they'll set it up back behind the goal one more time. Foley with it, tries to crease roll, they slide to her. Looks back out top to Lexi. Now she's going to dodge attack and come back. The dish not there this time. Losing 9-7 for Snohomish down at Bainbridge. Bainbridge, Tammy Tomla, the longtime coach there, Washington State Hall of Famer, goes into their famous stall with the lead. As Lexi, good job going right, left, and shoots and scores. Lexi Gonzalez.
Number 22.
The feet works, the nifty ball skills, and she puts it in the back of the net. And Gonzalez.
So is it more difficult, I would assume, that it's more difficult to catch with a stick that doesn't have a little bit deeper pocket?
You are correct, sir.
Is that
You bingo.
See, I'm watching them.
Now, as a person who never played lacrosse, even though I'm sad that I didn't, but I have played around with a boy stick and a girl stick, and I'm telling you, it's like a million times harder than a girl stick.
Now, do they have long sticks and short sticks? I think
They do not. They do not.
all the
Again,
same size stick.
Yeah, all the same size stick. That's another big difference. Like you saw in the boys' game, they get those long poles, those 6 feet defenders, 4 on the field at one time. As we learned the other night, Curtis coming up with the draw control here, down 5-2, and Grace Collins just takes it in her own hands and shoots in wide, and I don't know why they're calling it Snohomish ball. It was a shot. Well, they reversed that because the Curtis player was standing right there behind the goal.
Okay, I don't want you two to get into.
Well, we just might. It just might get heated in
it
here.
might get a little bit chippy.
Wouldn't be the first time. I was here one time when it got heated. Curtis, now getting back, they started this first half with possession, clear advantage on possession, even though maybe not on the scoreboard, but still only down 5-2 here, as you see out front. And running into 2 defenders, check there, and there's a cross the face. That could be a yellow card right there on number 2.
Let me know.
Michaela
is that
Beck.
a yellow card? Because I've got a great little graphic for it.
Oh, you do?
Was it a yellow card?
It looks like it was. So yellow card, she'll have to sit out for 2 minutes, and so now Snohomish with a 1-player advantage. And the ball, as you see, Chloe Chambers with wheels coming down. The youngest of the Chambers family here at Glacier Peak, Trey Chambers.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. See, now we're starting to
Yep,
talk.
now I'm on the football. The thief.
The thief.
The thief.
He was.
Great athlete, Richie Chambers, played at UW on that co-national championship team. As Snohomish outside here, Ellison and Lexi, the seniors. Pretty senior-laden team here as Lexi, or Ellison, just picks it up. 2:37 left in this first half. And a save there on the shot.
17.
You know, I'm sure that Trey is watching, his sister, right?
He might be, yeah. Loberg with the shot there and the save. Or is that a shot? Was that a goal?
I marked it as a goal.
Well, all right. We'll take a timeout, 2:29 and 1 on the field. We'll be back with the end of the first here on STSPN.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Sawyer in here for the PA here live at Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish, Washington.
No, you're supposed to be talking louder.
I'm supposed to be talking louder than the music. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to be talking over the music that you're not supposed to hear, that is not coming over our airwaves. It's just a illusion. It's a audio illusion.
Audio illusion.
6-2, Snohomish, the home team in the whites. White tops, red bottoms here on top for the home game here.
6-2.
After a good week, as they have a Snohomish, depending on what happens tonight, but then they go into some conference play and some other teams that is going to be very, very challenging games here after this with Lakeside, the Lions, they have Woodinville, they have Mercer Island, who's probably right now the best team in the state as Lexi Gonzalez gets the draw control.
Mercer Island. If I remember correctly, Mercer Island and Bainbridge and East Side Catholic.
Yes,
aren't
exactly.
they almost always there?
Yep, May 2nd, we have East Side Catholic here, home game for Snohomish. Senior night. Snohomish, Bainbridge, really the last few years have made it to the really the Final Four for the last few years and haven't been able to quite get it. Was it a shot?
Yep. Hit the top bar.
Hit the top bar, rebound. Here comes Chloe Chambers with a chance off the goalie stick and through.
Chloe Chambers with the
Chloe, okay. Trey, you need to text her and say good job.
Chloe Chamber, her second goal of the season, and puts Snohomish up 7-2 over Curtis.
I met the assistant coach of Curtis. She was very, very nice, very gracious.
Oh, outstanding.
She said she thought the girls would like to watch it later.
As I always recommend, turn the sound off. Don't even try and put it down. Just turn it off. Mute would be my advice. Curtis coming up with the draw control, trying to get something going here. They are in business early in this game with 2:19 left to go in the first half, keeping possession. There's 26 on the far side, right around the 15-yard line. Their leading scorer by far. She's got the 2 goals for Curtis tonight as well.
Why is nobody moving?
They're just trying to set it up that they have. They have all the time in the world. And they're trying to probably milk the clock. Now under 2 minutes, the official clock will be taken down at the table. As Grace, she spins out of it. Dodge tries to find a crease, goes in, shoots wide. And it'll be picked up once again here by Curtis. Trying to get it inside. Pass is broken up on the ground. And Shelby Sawyer comes out, but it's checked out of her stick. Shelby trying to get into the mix. Todd, I'm sure you were glued to the Masters today, second round all day.
Absolutely. I just well, mostly I was just following Trump's tweets on the Masters.
Oh, I'm sure. I have no idea. Maddie Watkins, number 1. Firing down the right side. Leaderboard is looking very celebrity-driven there. Nice move, but good defense there as Curtis coming. We don't know exactly how much time is left. 10 seconds is what somebody yells out. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. Collins.
Nope.
Stumbling, bumbling.
There's
Sorry.
the stumbling, bumbling. Stumbling, bumbling.
And that's, we just had the half horn go. Is it? But there's a foul, and this is interesting because this is reminiscent.
What is he holding up? Oh.
He's saying it's Snohomish, but I don't know if they're going to put time back on the clock or what they're going to do.
I was getting excited to use that graphic again.
Oh, the yellow card graphic?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there it is. And that's your halftime. Snohomish 7, Curtis 2. Maybe the second half, Todd, you'll get to play with more toys. We'll be back after this.
All right.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go, it looks like it's here right now, I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
Fred's Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you coming back.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Welcome back. Second half here STSPN presentation of high school girls lacrosse. Snohomish and Curtis. Snohomish in the home whites up 7-2 as we start the draw for the second half here. Glad you're with us on STSPN.
Doing a little educating tonight, too.
We are. We're trying to teach the world about one of the fastest growing sports in the country and definitely in the state of Washington as Curtis once again comes up with the draw control. Lila Roy.
I can see why. I love doing them.
It's very fun. It's, again, now they have the restart, so they used to have to freeze at every whistle, and now they've brought some of the rules that they've been doing in college down here to the high school game, which makes a lot of people, including yours truly, very happy. I'm waiting for the 90-second shot clock rule to come down because that just makes the game much more exciting. There's a shot and a save by Shelby Steele Sawyer. And that was a shot by Mackenzie Smith, number 14, as the clear gets almost out, and it's broken up and taken by Madison Perry for Curtis. Curtis getting some business, but there's the auto start right there, auto restart, which has sped up this game, the high school game, quite a bit.
Now, Sawyer, do I recognize her name from last year?
Yes, you do. There's a shot and a goal, I think. Has it been no? What happened here? That was a save, apparently. A clear broken up by Allie Loberg with another whistle. I have to go back in the replay, Todd. I'm not sure what happened there.
I have it on replay, but we'll have to wait until there's some kind of break.
Pause. So we have a Curtis player now leaving the field, and that is Grace Collins, 26. And that's a yellow card. So man up opportunity. Pass in the midfield to Erica Ellison. Backed up there.
A yellow card. I didn't get to use my deal.
Yeah, well, you can use it right now. So now there's all kinds of whistles here and stoppage of play. And Curtis will get the ball here. Rebecca Pubos had it, but now she loses it. Here's Lexi Gonzalez. Lexi, 2 goals in this contest, the leading scorer for Snohomish coming into tonight. Loberg on the right. Now goes down low, and Emily Foley hits it.
Emily.
The magician Foley.
Foley there from the left
Did you see Mama
side.
here tonight or no?
She's actually on the scorer's table. Chris Foley over
is.
there, yeah.
She's such a good person, community oriented.
Well, she is. She's what is it? She's official. She's serious.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Her official title here for the Snohomish district, isn't it?
oh yeah.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
the communication director.
First goal tonight for Emily Foley, her 13th on the season. Also right up there in ground balls as well for the team. Total points 14 coming into tonight. Draw control here is I think that's 8. I think Snohomish has 8 goals now to 2 as our scoreboard isn't you're up. You got it right, 8-2. We'll check here. We're
Ask him about the score.
there's another Curtis player there injured going off the field here. Should be 8-2, I believe, but we'll see from the official scoring table. As number 5, Allie Wilkerson, number 5 for Curtis with the ball. With the ball just hanging out here. Now we've got man up position here, yellow card here for Curtis, so still waiting. Curtis trying to kill off the penalty with possession. Madison Perry with the ball, 6 in blue over there. Now starting to get D'd up, spins out of that. And just as the clock is ticking, they're trying to kill, and here comes. Now we're back even. Do you have a graphic for that? Back even, Todd?
No, but I want to get a graphic for penalty box.
Yes, you love the penalty box.
I love the penalty
Good
box.
pass and cut inside, but good defense as well. As Ani Mayer gets the pass, runs into defender, and now there's a yellow card on Snohomish, and that's going to send Allie Loberg to the penalty box.
It's just, I think every sport should have a penalty
At
box.
21:08, or every house.
Well,
Free position here on the 8-meter. Again, Ani Mayer, and she loses the ball, and Lexi comes up with it, gets it over to Maddie Watkins. Watkins wearing 1 in white here right in the near side. Getting defenders on her, gets it back to number 26. That's Lily Riojas. Down the near side, getting it into the offensive zone. Spins now, gets it over. Carlson gets in and out of traffic and picks it up one more time. I was a parent here of Snohomish Lacrosse for many, many years.
I think you still qualify, don't you?
Well, I'm in the alumni club or whatever that is now, but always nerve-wracking when your kid's out there has the ball. Foley back out.
I can appreciate that.
Well, yeah, you had kids who played sports. And now good give and go, good pass, great thought. Foley can't quite hang on, and Grace Collins comes up with it, but a great offensive series there, just didn't quite connect. 19:46 left in the ball game. Snohomish kind of took late in that first half, started to take real control. They were up 7-2 at half. They put one more on the board. And Curtis driving shot, and it's wide. Can't tell if Sawyer got a stick on that or not.
I don't think so.
Coming outside of the booth here, this is a lot more room I can actually see. I'm going to come hang out with these guys out here. Unfortunately, they would have to listen to me, which is probably not good. Sawyer gets it.
Well, we all have to listen to you.
Yeah, I know, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Watkins down the midfield. Looking for Ellison now. She thinks she's going to dodge, comes back out. And tries to go right under. Carlson was open, didn't quite get there. Good defense breaks it up. Curtis now in the midfield. A trail check by Carlson, and she gets caught over across the body.
So how's that work with whacking at the stick?
Well, you can do it if you do it properly. You can't kind of like, with like an axe. You can't go over your head to go hack it.
Oh, just kind of tip it up from the bottom?
You have to kind of use your wrist, and then it has to be clean. You can't go across the face or really across the body of the defensive player, typically. You're going to get called most of the time. Michaela Beck, number 2, has it now back for Curtis, trying to get back in this ball game, down 8-2 with 18 and change left. There's a shot and a call, though, before Madison Perry goes in, a shooting space call. So she had the ball, and she was trying to go after it, and there's a player more than a stick length away, so she'll have a free position shot. Perry goes in, saved by Sawyer off the left pipe, either or. Rebounds down, Chambers after it. And Beck comes up with it. Curtis retaining possession. Anna Flores, 28 out there for Curtis. A long bus ride, Todd, from Curtis to here.
I can't even imagine.
You could probably get in a good movie.
This time of the day? I mean, are you
Oh,
kidding
yeah.
me?
This is when you don't want to be able to drive.
They must have left early, though, because they were here long before anybody.
They probably did. Jordan Hendricks, there's this yellow slow flag.
It was a yellow card?
No, a yellow flag, a slow
yellow
whistle.
flag,
So
I see.
that's where there's a foul made by the defender. And if the offensive player would shot in goal, then the yellow flag, the slow whistle goes down. The goal is good, but in this case it didn't. So therefore, a free position shot here by Allie Wilkerson. Goes in, that's wide.
So that seems like the refs got cards and flags.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot to do. I did it for 1 year. It stressed me out so much being a high school ref. I'm still recovering. That was a long time ago, actually. That's now like 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
I didn't know you wore pants with pockets.
What do you mean I was a ref? Still have my ref stuff. I'm going to get it for Tim Boyle. I'm going to actually have him ref something sometime.
You know, speaking of stuff that you do, I really want to get some recordings of your drum.
Yeah, you should.
Because you're good.
I appreciate that. You've heard me like once. Megan Gillespie.
That's all I needed to.
Number 20 out there, getting some time. 15:44 left, 8-2 Snohomish now. And this is what Bainbridge did to them, and they've done to many before them, is you can just stall here. If they really wanted to, within the rules, they could just sit out there and stall for 15 minutes and 30 seconds.
They just pass it around.
They could just pass it around. They have they don't have to cross any line. They don't have to do anything. They could literally just sit out there forever. But Allie Loberg says, I don't want to do that. Gets it over to Lexi. Lexi now bobbles it's down, and there's going to be a call, either an empty stick check, and it's going to go back to Curtis.
What's an empty stick check?
So if your ball is down and the player hacks at the stick and the ball is not in the cross, that's an empty check. And Grace Collins shoots and scores. Grace Collins, all 3 goals by their leading goal scorer. Grace Collins, number 29 on the season. And 8-3 now for Snohomish as they get back to the draw circle. So
the draw circle.
The draw circle. So the difference is they have the draw here in the girls' game. The boys' game is the face-off.
Now, and the reason they give the boys a long stick is just so they can whack people harder?
Well, because they have helmets and pads, full pads on.
No, I mean the long stick. Is that what it's for?
Yeah, well, that's because, yes, it's a defensive advantage. I'd have to go to our boys expert, Steve Sawyer, to my right. But it is fun. If you ever watch if they've played boys lacrosse, if you put a girl's stick in a boys lacrosse player, they're like, it's an instant respect. It's like, how do you even play with this thing?
Well, I don't know how they catch, because everything you've told me about the stick,
it's difficult. I've tried. It's not easy. And then it's even harder to keep it in there, especially if you move it all. Inside, and there is a collision, a shot, again by Grace Collins. We'll see if it's going to score. There was a yellow slow flag up. You're going to look if they're offsides or not offsides, and Busey now not calling it. He's going to call that it's a free position, so no goal. Grace Collins on the center hash, the call before the shot. Collins drives and shoots high left, and she scores again. 2 quick ones here for Grace Collins. The last one was a hat trick. That's her 4th. And she is everything, every goal by Grace Collins. 8-4 brings them
to the 50% mark.
Yep, just they cut it in half with 13:51 left. And that is what is fun about the game of lacrosse. And you saw this in Tuesday night in the boys' game. It's the same. In a very short period of time, you can come back in a game. We saw it, I think there was 18 seconds left when they were down by 1 there, even to get it into overtime the other night. So the fun thing about lacrosse is it can change very quickly. Like basketball, there's typically runs. And Curtis once again comes up in draw control. We don't have that stat, but I would lean that Curtis has come up with many now. Grace Collins, she has 44 coming into tonight. Here's another one.
Look at that pass.
Here's a pass. Now Curtis gets it one more time. And Anna Flores, 28, had it there. Now trying to find an opening, and they're trying to stretch now Snohomish out a little bit. As they come over, you see.
There must be a trick to catching that because, you know, they seem like they just grab it right out of the air.
Yeah, it is. It is, again, never played. But it's and in the women's game and the college level and in the girls as well, they've actually modified the cross, the stick, the net there, so they can have a little bit larger channel. They've deepened it just a little bit. There's a pass inside, and it's broken up, picked up by Snohomish. Chloe Chambers, she gets it out to Maddie Watkins, and Watkins, the speedster, flies down the field, passed it to Ellison. Ellison to the center of the field, has a wide open Foley, doesn't take it. The lefty draws a shooting space foul, and she will go to, let's see where it happened, if she gets on the 8-meter, and she does, center hash. Ellison, and she runs into all kinds of Curtis defenders in traffic. Ball goes flying out, and Gillespie, I think, has it.
So as in basketball, in lacrosse, is there a strategy to draw the shooting space foul?
There is, absolutely. In fact,
did that make sense what I asked?
It did.
Okay.
Actually, I'm impressed. 11:34 left. In fact, that sometimes is absolutely, depending on the situation and what you have going, is you can fake actually. You see a lot, sometimes the high school level and the higher level in the college, a lot of times you see the player actually look like they're going to go to goal to score. They actually move their stick and it looks like it's going to shoot, but it's a fake, and that is specifically to draw a shooting space foul. But if you're in this scoring this critical area, which is inside the 12-meter arc, then there's a lot of different fouls and a lot of the different things that can happen in there regarding shooting space, or if you're actually looked upon as an offensive player to go to goal. As Curtis comes up with it one more time. Down by 4, 11 minutes left to go. See if they can cut this lead a little bit more. You just think if you're Curtis, you got to get in 26 in blue. You got to get it to her, and it's in her stick right now. Swing it back to the near side, see if they're setting up something to get her the ball one more time. Now it is. Thinks about it and try to protect that edge, because a lot of times you'll put pressure there and they want a crease roll.
See, now.
There she goes. She finds a seam, goes in. She has to move the goalie, shoots, and it is stuffed by Sawyer.
Okay, now 76 there. I was watching her press all the way around, almost like
Yes.
you would have a defensive end that was trying to push.
That's right. So she comes in to protect that circle here as Grace
So she
Collins.
can actually put her stick on a person?
Yes, she can. Grace Collins comes up, moves the goalie, pumps it in. It looks like it's off the left post. Shelby got a little piece maybe. I have to look back, and it comes out, but Curtis gets the rebound. 9:48 left to go in the game. So Curtis continues to put a little bit of pressure on here as Michaela Beck, too, has the ball, gets it back over. Now here's Collins. Collins behind the cage. And she'll see they kind of slide and double her over there. Riojas, and now look, they triple her. She draws a crowd looking for an open teammate. She finds one, shot and save. Or no, it gets through. And I'm trying to see if that was 28. It was 28 for Curtis. Is Ana Flores with the goal, her third on the season.
Goal, Ana Flores.
So that's a risk for Snohomish. You double and triple Grace Collins 26, and now the lead being cut with 9:08 to Snohomish 8 and Curtis 5. Only one goal in the second half for Snohomish, 3 for the Curtis team, and they will take a timeout, and so will we. Let's see how this one ends up. Come on back. You're watching girls high school lacrosse on the Snohomish Times Sports Network.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go, it looks like it's here right now, I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
Back here, 9:08 left. Scott Oshman, Todd Elvig with you here on the campus of Glacier Peak High School in Snohomish. And the team, the local team, the home team now all of a sudden getting a little nervous here. 8-5, they have the lead. They haven't gotten a lot of offense going in the second half. Curtis coming back with 3 goals in the second. And they start off with a draw control. Allie Loberg, 17 in white, has the ball outside. She gets it back over to Lexi Gonzalez. And now Maddie Watkins. And they'll put the ball spinning around. Foley, though, finds a seam. In goes and shoots it back. That's not a shot. That's a pass to Carlson. Cat gets it back out, and they reverse field. Here's an attack or dodge from the top. Lexi, their leading scorer, but again, they have quite a few offensive threats, does Snohomish. So at any moment, any of these kids can take it in with full confidence here and create an opportunity. So very tough team to double as you get a little tiny pick. Watkins looks, but now they slide. 3 or 4 kids. That opens up the backside. Lexi, now all kinds of business. And back out, and there is a whistle.
Freeze.
And that'll draw a free position opportunity for.
Opportunity.
She is. She rolls in, shoots and scores. Allie Loberg.
Goal, Allie Loberg.
Boy, I tell you, she took her time. She's going to be able to claim some mileage on that shot. She came from far out, and the home crowd breathing a little bit easier and stretches the lead 9-5 with 7:44 left. Allie Loberg, the senior.
So you think she's going to get some? What do you call them? What are those airline miles that you get on the credit card?
Oh yeah, you got to get the miles, the points, the status.
Yeah.
She could.
Get the.
Oh yeah, I'm a big point guy. I admit it. Hotel points, airline miles. I'm all about that.
I don't know anybody who's got no more miles than you.
Oh, I know a lot of people. That I'm down right now. 743.
Ask me how many I got.
And Collins, you have 0. And your wife probably, I think, has more.
Oh, yeah.
And Collins, she gets checked. No call in the midfield. And Madison Perry comes up and says hello to Erica Ellison. And Ellison now driving with the ball up 9-2. As Snohomish with a little energy. Foley shoots and scores. And back-to-back, just like that, Snohomish puts 2 more up and a 10-5 lead. Foley with her second tonight. They are spreading the love for Snohomish. Lexi with 2, Ellison with 2, Foley now with 2, Watkins has 1, and Allie Loberg with 2. Chloe Chambers getting in the scoring column as well.
I saved a couple of those replays. Here's one. No, let's see. Where is it? Right here. Now here's a good check. Bam.
Yeah, that's exactly in that play. Erica Ellison coming through Madison Perry. There was a check. It looked like a check there on Grace Collins, but it was a good cause turnover, as they say. And now the draw control. Snohomish doing a much better job here the second part of the second half. Allie Loberg comes down one more time, gets it to Carlson. Carlson, the junior.
Maybe they'll do the Bainbridge stall. Is it
Well, they
Bainbridge?
could, yes. Bainbridge is famous for the stall. Lexi driving as they put it back out top here. Riojas, Lily 26 in white there as well. Now Lexi just kind of purveying the field to get it over to Ellison, and they'll see, and they'll just play a little game of catch. They're going to try and draw the defense out, and then they'll attack. Ellison drives on the left side, loses the ball, picked up by Perry, and Madison gets a little check to the head here across the sphere, as they say, and she'll probably restart quickly right here.
Oh, the sphere being your
The sphere,
your
yes.
melon?
Yes, the melon, the noggin.
I just now understood what
peach.
the sphere was. I was like,
That's right. There's a good check. Again, clean check there, and Snohomish regains possession. Allie Loberg, 17 on the far side. As there's another call, which whistles. But again, an auto restart is outstanding. New rule here in high school lacrosse, girls lacrosse for Washington. Gillespie there with it. Back over to Carlson. Because it speeds the game up. Before, when any type of whistle, you had to freeze, and then you could only start when the official blew the whistle. And it slows the game down. There's a dangerous pass there. Ellison, though, picks up it. Going driving left. She shoots. She burns. She rips it by the goalie. And all of a sudden, after the timeout, Ellison coming on strong with a hat trick, her third of the night. And Snohomish offense now clicking into a rhythm here, Todd Elvig.
you know, I'm still reeling from the embarrassment on putting together this sphere.
The sphere?
Knowing what the sphere was.
The fear of the sphere?
No, the crossing the sphere was a penalty, right? I mean.
Oh yeah, how would you? I mean, it stick right in your noggin.
Well, because I'm not used to the sport, I'm thinking that maybe there's this invisible force field or something.
Well, there is. It's an invisible. Was it 7 inches or a bubble around your noggin, the peach? You know what they used to say, Todd, one of my favorites?
Yeah.
Would you look at the size of that boy's peach? That boy's head, it's the size of a peach. I screwed it up. It's not that funny. I screwed it up.
We'll be right back.
We will.
I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership. Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go. It looks like it's here right now. I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200 plus national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
Back here live at Glacier Peak High School, we have the Snohomish home girls lacrosse here. 5:19 left in the game. They went on a hurry. They came in about 9-minute mark here. They had only scored one goal. They had a 7-2 lead at halftime, and they were stalling, sputtering, and Curtis here, the visiting team in the dark unis, they brought it the lead. They cut the lead to 3, 8-5, and all of a sudden Snohomish turned the corner, and they've scored some quick goals here, and they've started off with very good draw controls. This time, Grace Collins, one of the top draw controls in the state, comes off. The pass, though, Aaron, but they pick it up in the back third there and it's back out here for Curtis. So Curtis getting a draw control, and the rain has just started to, it's come down for the last like 30 minutes or so. It started kind of at halftime.
Don't scare me like that, because
Your camera, you're worried about your camera?
it's sitting out there. I got to get one of those things like they got it out there.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't have one. Honestly.
I can't believe it actually either.
Grace Collins, their leading scorer. She's got every one but one of their goals tonight. Now she tosses it out top as the rain just steadily coming down. Temperature dropping quite a bit. Mackenzie Smith with the ball, 14 in for Curtis. Gets it back over on the far side of the field. Working on Riojas. Comes back up top here. Jordan Hendricks 3 with it. Fast pass. And Curtis lucky to back it up there as Mackenzie Smith.
It was actually too fast for me.
It really was. 3:58 left to go in this ball game. Smith working on the defender there. Hendricks now number 3. Looking back. Now Grace Collins has it, but she is doubled and tripled. Here comes the double. Peels out of that, tries to dodge left, get some space, and a good job by the defense come in. Passes over Riojas, chasing it, but Ani Mayer comes up with it. Time now a factor, 3:19. Curtis doesn't have a lot of time as the ball's down 50-50, and there's some bumping there.
Rumbling.
There's some good aggressive plays. See Cecily Jones. See, that's just simple boxing out right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And Jones comes up with it. She'll get awarded possession. As she comes back, she'll get it into the safety of the keeper. Oh, maybe she won't. Trying to go to Shelby Sawyer. And there she is. Sawyer coming in tonight, a 61% save rate. That is gaudy. Snohomish gets it. Broken up. Ellison now, she goes across body check, and she'll get called, and it'll be Curtis ball for Mackenzie Smith. McKenzie gets it back down, kind of creating some space there on the left side. Back over to Hendricks. Now just about 2 minutes to go.
Well, I want to thank you for coming out here tonight there, Scott.
I thank you for doing this. We got to get more lacrosse out on the interwebs for high school lacrosse here in the North Side. Fun game. Kaiser Cross, they get it to Collins. Collins quickly there, checked by Chloe Chambers as they crash defensively, and that's a good job by Snohomish. They've really shut Collins down quite a bit here in the second half as Chambers puts the speed on and gets it over. Tough pass to Erickson. That saves it, though. It's great to see Erica Ellison moving, running. She was out for an entire season with just a horrific knee injury. Played through it last year. Still wasn't, you could tell she just wasn't absolutely 100%. So great to see her out as they're tossing around out front. And Ruth Bonner, the head coach for Snohomish, looking at another win here for Snohomish. As they kind of head in, they got the gauntlet here with Lakeside and Mercer Island coming up and Eastside Catholic. There's an errant pass. It's right into the stick of Grace Collins. Under 2 minutes to go, 11-5 Snohomish. Grace comes on the right side. Now the rain's starting to pick up a little bit. Back over Hendricks. Tries to get inside, broken up. Right in the middle, there's Maddie Watkins, and Loberg comes out. She gets pushed, and there'll be a call and an auto restart for Loberg. Loberg crosses the field all the way over to Lexi. Lexi, they should be able to run it out and take this one. We're going to have to figure out who's our adrenaline fundraising player of the game. Todd.
Well, you're the one that was keeping score.
I am keeping score, but sometimes it's not always about the goals. And we got a lot of kids here with a lot of different goals.
Well, yeah.
And that is the game. 11-5. We will have our adrenaline fundraising player of the game up right after this. We'll have for an interview right here in the booth. Stay with us watching high school girls lacrosse on STSPN.
Every year, thousands of groups depend on Adrenaline Fundraising to help reach their financial goals. Adrenaline Fundraising is about developing leaders through commitment, work ethic, and follow-through. Adrenaline has several products including gold cards, coupon books, cookie dough, donation programs, and many other options to help teams raise the funds needed for their programs. Adrenaline's new app called UpPay will help teams raise money while providing their supporters the ability to earn cash back on everyday purchases at places like Starbucks, Nike, Red Robin, and over 200+ national retailers. Adrenaline Fundraising is this season's sponsor of the STSPN's Play of the Game Award.
You know how I've been wanting to buy this truck and I've been so busy with work that I haven't been able to make it into the dealership? Well, Rairdens of Monroe is actually bringing the vehicle to me. I gotta go, it looks like it's here right now, I'll call you back.
Too busy to schedule a test drive? Rairdens of Monroe will bring the test drive to you. It's part of our new concierge service. Personalized car shopping built for today's customer. It's another reason why Rairdens of Monroe is a customer service champion. Let us know what we can do for you.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Welcome back. We're going to get our STSPN Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game, Erica Ellison. You'll see here coaches keeping, they have a good, that's a power meeting, Todd. We call that a power meeting a long time. So go to Twitter, go to STSPN or search Snohomish Times on the Twitter sphere, and you'll see the interview with our STSPN Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, Erica Ellison, as Snohomish wins tonight 11-5 over Curtis. For Todd Elvig, everybody here at Glacier Peak, and Steve Sawyer, Mary, everybody, Carlson for helping out. Scott Hoshford saying so long. Snohomish 11, Curtis 5. Good night, everybody.
Eric Allison, can you report up to the booth?